Let's start with the radar right now because inland locations again have those storms. And the one we've been tracking for you today, well, a couple of them really out here in southeast Polk County and the Highlands County, still continuing to weaken. So good news there. I don't expect any severe weather out of it, but still quite a bit of lightning, especially Hardy County now. And then you can see Sebring, man, oh man, that thing is starting to finally come down. But that was a good thunderstorm that went through with some small hail. Dime to about marble size hail or so is what we were seeing with that. Lakeland, you can see this storm has moved to the south. It too is weakening as it goes down Highway 37. But you see this line right here? That is literally what's called an outflow boundary. The air coming down and out of that storm hits the ground and spreads out. And that's what we see right there on the radar. Now where that runs into other boundaries, kind of two coming together right here, and then this one sitting here, you may actually spark some storms here. So this is why Mama, I think it's Sun City Center, I think it's just to the northeast of there, may even be getting one right out there just west of Highway 37. Just a small storm or two, nothing big is expected, but that's, like I said, we're just trying to find a way to get a storm out of this, right? Get some rain. Most of the rain's inland. They just issued a severe thunderstorm warning south of Highlands County to cover for that storm that's coming through Sebring and points southward now. So yeah, that's a pretty good storm. Now, a pattern is starting to set up here with this heat dome over the Gulf, which includes us. And then as we move to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's sliding to the north. This is a ton of heat, sinking air underneath this. Lots of sunshine, very hot temperatures all next week for the Midwest and most of the East Coast, to be honest with you. Around the heat dome, we have what's called a ring of fire. Sinking air in the middle, lots of sunshine, dry. Around the outside, especially on the north side and down on the south side, showers and thunderstorms. That's why we call it the ring of fire. So for us, the heat basically stays. In fact, it actually gets a little bit more. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we may be looking at heat advisories for these days and even into the end of next week, right? So the heat stays, but the rain, the west wind I was talking about comes down. So a few showers each afternoon, Thursday, Friday, into Saturday and Sunday, but Monday. And it's not showing up too much here. We're going to start to see rain coming back to the coast, especially Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. And it's part of that ring of fire. Look at Sunday, Monday, and the Tuesday. You see it coming down and coming back across at us? That's the pattern we need to get better rain chances, all right? And again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look to be the best chance for us to see some of that rain. Now, upper 80s to low 90s near the coast where we haven't seen rain, 72. In frostproof. Wow, that would be nice. The low in Tampa might be 79 or 80. We won't even get close to 72. There's those rain chances, as I mentioned. You can see as we're moving through Monday. This is the forecast for tonight. And I did say one or two try and come back to the coast. That's what that's showing. Remember, I was just showing you where those outflow boundaries are? That's right in that area. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be that much rain, but I do think eastern Hillsborough, southern Fishhawk, slight chance for a shower tonight. And then look at that 11:30. I'd love to see one or two showers come through the Tampa Bay metro area. That is a possibility. Tomorrow, isolated shower in the morning, best chance up north. And then again in the afternoon, it's mainly inland. But look at this. This is a little bit different. Less of a west wind pushing it inland, so we can pop them up closer to the coast. And that's why we're about 20 to 30% chance, all right? So tonight, 80 for a low. Inland storms will be falling apart. Very small chance for Tampa around 10:30, 11:30. Tomorrow, 92, 20 to 30% chance for rain. Sun's up at 6:35. Down right around 8:30, and your 7-day forecast, the heat stays with us. In fact, it builds 94, 95 degrees through the weekend. But by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll see what we do with the temps because they may come down a little bit as we get a better chance for rain in the afternoons and early evening hours. 50 to 60%. That's much more than we've seen over the last 2 weeks.